Hello everyone, my name is Kwon Nguyen. This is part 2 of the custom geometry. On the last video, we explore the internal of the cube geometry. We transform the cube geometry into different shape. We explore on the detail level for the geometry.vertex and geometry.face. Once you understand that, then now we're gonna start to create the custom geometry from scratch. So the first thing we will build is a simple triangle. So you can see the flow, how to build custom geometry. This is a script to build this triangle. Here we don't touch at all. Similar up here. What we change from last script is this portion. Now how do we build a triangle? Well, the first thing, the triangle has 3 vertex, right? So we're gonna create 3 vertex. The first vertex 0, 1, and 2, and the first is 0, 2, 0, 0. It's this vertex 0 right down here, and 0, 3, 0 is the top vertex down here, and minus 1, 0, 0 is right down here. So basically we create the 3 point in space. Remember that we put z here equals 0, so right now we just deal with 2-dimensional. Once we create an array like this, then we create a new geometry and we assign the vertex into it. So that's the first thing you need to do, is create an array of vertex. Here we create manually, and we assign the geometry vertex equal whatever the array that we just create. Now, to create the triangle like this, you need create a face. So you need create geometry vertex and geometry face. For this, the geometry face right down here, basically we have 3 points. Okay, so we create a new 3 face. 3, remember 3 down here. 0, 1, 2, 3, reference to this 1, 0, 2, 3. We can, for this script, we can reverse around. It does not matter. But when you have a complex like the cube, you have to keep the order in check. Okay, so we create a vertex, we create a face, we assign the geometry face, we assign the geometry vertex. Once you do that, then this was the material, what color that we want to draw. Here we put on blue. And for the object mesh, so we create a mesh here. We add the object, save it, refresh it. So very simple. That's how you create the very basic triangle. So far we create one triangle. The next thing we want to do, we want to create one more triangle. So we add in more vertex. I just add in these 2 lines. The first thing is that I add in, push the vertex, a new point, 1, minus 3, and 0. Then finally I create a new triangle using some of these vertex. Okay, Control S, save it. Now you have 2 triangles. So we just create the bottom triangle here. Now we have the green rectangle. Now let's say if we want to change the color, what can we do? Just like on the previous video, we I just add in this line. Basically, you say geometry 0 and add 3 of them. Okay, remember that 2 triangle, 0 mean the first triangle, 1 mean the second triangle, and we say this is the vertex of each triangle, and we set the color. And we have to add in this mesh light. Tell the THREE.JS to use the vertex color here. Control S, save it. Now we have 2 triangles with different color. And the color you choose right here, the first one is for the first triangle, 0 mean the first vertex right down here, red, and 1 is green, 2 is blue right down here. Okay. For the second triangle, red right down here. Okay, we take the and blue, final green. In practice, you rarely do like this. There's gonna be too many vertex to deal with. Normally, you write a loop. So I just add in this command for a loop and assign the color. Let's delete this. Control S, save it. So you loop for every face and you assign the color. Now we're ready to build the cube from scratch. The first thing you need to understand the model, otherwise you will get confused with all the number. So here we have a cube with different vertex, and its vertex has name it vertex 0, vertex 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 3, 2, 7, 5, 4, and 6 is hidden here. First thing we do is that we create the geometry. Then we add in those vertices. See, vertex 0 is up here, so it has coordinate of 1, 1, 1. And vertex V1, which is here, had a vertex of minus 1, 1, minus 1, mean that Z is minus 1. Vertex 2 is down here, X equal 1, Y equal minus 1, and Z equal 1. And vertex 3 is X equal 1, Y equal minus 1, Z equal minus 1. And 7, you have minus 1, and 1. So that's how we build the basic structure of a cube sphere. Remember, right now we don't use the cube geometry. Okay, we're gonna create from scratch. First thing, we create the structure of the cube. One, we have the vertex. Next thing, we need to construct into a cube. Here we just have point. So down here, we add the face. Okay. So the face here, this number is very important, 0, 1, 2. So on the right side, right down here, we're gonna build the rectangle with 0, 2, 1. You see that? 0, 2, and 1. So we're gonna build this triangle with this statement. So on the bottom triangle, we're gonna build with 2, 3, 1. Okay, remember that. 2 here, 3 here, 1 here. So 2, 3, 1. So basically we share vertex 2, 1 together, create a one size of the cube, and you keep on working. Let's suppose we work on the front, okay? So you look at the front right down here. It used the vector 20257. So the first vector is 570, 570, and 072. So that's how the front side has been created. Once you create that, you want to assign the color. So basically you loop on the face and we assign the color. Right now basically we give the gradient for each triangle. Red, blue, green. And finally we add the object to the scene. Remember there's a 12 face in here, because the cube has 6 faces, and each face, square face, has 2 triangles. Save it. So repeat again. Here we create a sphere, a cube geometry from scratch. First, we create the new geometry. Secondly, we add the vertex in according to this model. And finally, we construct into a cube. Then we assign color. We add to the scene. Next thing, we like to color the face with different color. I just copied this slide from the previous video. Basically, say that when I equal 4 and 5, I'm gonna color this color. So save it. This is the top. This is 4 and 5. See, color this one. Now I want a gradient. Then let's say I want to change different color. See, one side is red. I just this one is red. So simply I change the other triangle. 5 in that right down here. So this face right here 5. Control S, save it. Oh, this is a little bit white here. Okay, let me repeat how to build a cube from scratch. First, you need to understand the model. Then you build in the vertex. This order, you can change this order. But remember, when you change this order, you have to change the face. This is how we construct the cube, okay? Here we say a point. And you can construct a point to anything you want to. But to construct a cube, then you have to follow certain pattern, okay, based on this vertex. If you change this one around, you have to change the order of the face around. And here we create the color. Now, if you have tried with the WebGL, it should be very easy to understand. If you're new, it takes a while to comprehend. Okay. See you in the next video.